Shalom. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone which rule well, and peace and blessings to the Akim out there that push this word with truth and sincerity, with a labor of love. This is Shamak coming with a brief lesson, just kind of talking about a lot of brothers out there and people that are in Israel and out, okay, and talking about celebrities. All right, these are people that are getting out of control with the idea of that certain people or certain so-called celebrities have come out and said, okay, I know that we have a rich history. I believe I'm an Israelite, King so-and-so, and Prince this and this, and, you know, I'll be known as this from now on, and respect that. But we have to understand that the truth of the matter is that this is the last days, brethren, and this is being spread like wildfire. People are getting to know this truth everywhere. So it's being spread. It's no longer can be hid from everyone. It is something that everyone now can say, you know what, I've heard about this Israel thing. I'll click on YouTube and you can't help but come across certain things. All right? Whether it's so-called Egyptologists versus Hebrew Israelites. That's an example from how I've seen the truth. All right? And different other doctrines also before even coming across the elect, you know, the hopeful elect and the apostles of Great Millstone, which taught me this truth. All right, but it goes beyond more than just understanding that, you know, we fit the curses. All right, and that you're suffering and because you have dark skin that you may be an Israelite. It goes beyond that. All right, or even recognize that. You have to actually be taught by the men of the Lord that gave us this knowledge and truth, the fact to even know we were Israelites. And you have to be able to go and understand and go through the scriptures and have the Lord speak to you and so-called gain your stripes in this truth where you're listening and putting in the work. Because it's not just by hearing only, it's by doing. All right? So, you know, a lot of brothers, so-called celebrities in this truth or in the world right now, they're coming across saying that they're Israelites, and we knew to expect this time. All right, you got people like Nick Cannon, people like Kendrick Lamar, Chingy, you know, the list goes on of, you know, so-called blacks now realizing their nationalities because it's very Israel, once they see that the hottest thing that's going on, our people always are into culture and flock to the hottest thing and the newest fashion and whatnot. You remember beards with Rick Ross and other people started being a fashion statement. Had nothing to do almost with obeying the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, but it has everything to do with that when it comes to us, the hopeful elect. Because we know that's just one of the requirements, as many commandments, that we try to strive daily to the best of our ability. All right. So have a few scripts for you, brethren, and let's get a few. This is Deuteronomy, chapter 7. This is verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, the Most High. The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. All right. So right there, the Most High created, and we all come from Adam. All right. So the scriptures in Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 56. That's another precept that talks about it. But the Most High chose a special people. All right, to be able to be above all people, a ruling class, an elite, an eclectos, an elect. All right, so that right there shows that that's the case. But let's look up the word holy. All right, let's get into that word holy, as it says that he is chosen to be, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord the Most High. All right. So let's get into that real quick. The definition in Merriam-Webster's dictionary of the word holy. All right. Here it says, holy, exalted or worthy of complete devotion, as one perfect in goodness and righteousness. All right. Doesn't the scripture say that we have become perfect? Well, through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. For the Lord the Most High is holy. Psalms 99. All right. Look at this. Devoted entirely to the deity or the deity or the work of the deity. So basically, they say in deity, and that word means of the higher power, and it means devoted entirely to the deity or the work of the deity. So that's interesting, all right? Because if you are holy, as the scripture says, for the Lord our power is holy, and then the Lord said that in Deuteronomy chapter 7, that for thou art a holy people, that we are a people that are supposed to be devoted entirely to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and to the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So you can't just come out on a rap song or on social media and just say, I'm an Israelite. There, have that. Take that. All right? When you see me, salute. It don't work like that. It's not just as easy as that. All right? So you want to be a Hebrew Isralite. All right. So you want to be, there's a tag that says, so you want to be a ultimate UFC fighter. All right. And they say that because, look, things that go into this, are bumps and bruises and scrapes and hardships. All right. Not just based on the curses, but also based on the fact that we're knowing exactly, the life that we live and the choice that we're making. But more importantly, that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai chose to sup with us. And with that comes great responsibility. All right? Here's some more scriptures, brethren. This is Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. All right? So basically, under Israel, the statutes and the judgments of how to obey the Most High, the Lord showed unto us. All right? Unto Israel. Okay? Let's go into Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, commanded me, that ye do so in the land where ye go to possess it. All right? Verse 6, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise, Salakia, and understanding people. All right? So that's one thing that when we're truly proclaiming that we're Israelites and that we're from the seed of Jacob, all right, we are actually proclaiming to all the nations in whatever land that we're at. Here it says in the land that we go to possess, but we know we're in captivity. So this is the time, even in our captivity, we're going to proclaim that, all right? So we are to be able to do something. It's an action, all right? It's something to do. And it says that he has taught us the statutes and commandments, all right? And judgments as the Most High commanded. So those are action words right there, things that we have to be a part of and we have to do, all right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. Oh, Salakia, we just hit that. Let's go to there's so many scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 23. All right. So a lot of brothers say, so you want to be an Israelite. All right. It says, truly in vain is salvation hoped from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. Truly in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is the salvation of Israel. All right. So in the multitude and in the mountains, people are hoping to be saved. This is the multitude that we're in. We're in Babylon right now, where a lot of people, actually think that what they have and their teachings are right. Okay, they'll jump onto anything, especially coming to find out you want to, find out you're an Israelite. Hey, a lot of brothers will go into the safe passage and the safe way out of it. Well, I don't want to do this. I want to accept a lot of people into to my circle. How about Edomites? How about baptism? Things that are safe and close in the mountain, in the hills, and in the multitude. Things that are close to comfort, right? And they'll go with that, or they'll be tempted to go with that. Why? Because it's the easier path. But let's look at Exodus chapter 15. Speaking of, and there's still a lot of meat on Deuteronomy chapter 4 also, starting at the first verse. But this is Exodus chapter 15 verse 17. It says, "Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Lord Most High, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have established." This is the mountain, all right? This is in the multitude, what it speaks for, all right? And another scripture having to deal with that is Acts chapter 17, verse 15, all right? And it says, "And they that conducted Paul brought him unto Athens, and receiving a commandment unto Silas and Timotheus for to come to him with all speed, they departed." All right. So right there it shows, and they that conducted Paul brought him unto Athens. So basically they had commandments. They had things that they had to do speedily, expediently, right? And so these are things that we have to do. We have to be, time is of the essence. All right. We are definitely in the last days right now. And where everyone coming out the woodwork, jumping on the bandwagon, all right, we have to understand that, hey, our time is limited. We need to do as much as we can to the best of our ability to push this word through, because I, for one, can't wait to get up out of this captivity and this madness, right? All right. Hey, brothers, that's just an edification and a little short lesson, based on, Israel, and keep pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right. And it's good that we know that we Israelites, but there's more commanded of the Israelites once you get it, once you get involved, once you get into the truth, so you want to be an Israelite. So you want to be an ultimate fighter, right? All right. All right, with all that, I want to say, Kal Halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Shalom.